So in this video, we're going to talk about how to assemble a chain sprocket and how to shorten a chain if it's too long for that length. Hello everyone, this is Nikhil from the Circuit Breakers team 13353, and today we're going to talk about chain and sprocket. So usually when we're building our robot, we have the motor, the wheel, or whatnot, anything that spins, attached to one gear like this. And then we have that gear attached to a bigger or smaller gear like this, which is then attached to a motor. But sometimes we don't have the chance to do that because the wheel, the arm, or whatnot is too far away, and then we can't reach that distance with gears. So in that case, we use something called a chain and sprocket. What a chain and sprocket does is that it takes two sprockets, which are like gears except their teeth are much sharper, and thinner and long, so that way they're able to latch onto the little gaps in between the chain, when the chain allows that to transfer the motion from one gear to the next, which allows whatever is attached to this gear move. So now we're going to talk about how to assemble a sprocket and chain. So the things you're going to need are a motor, any inch channel, a motor hub, a chain, 2 bronze bushings, 1 axle, 4 screws that look like this, 2 screws that look like this, 2 nuts, 2 axle collars, 1 motor hub and 1 axle hub, and 2 sprockets of your choice. So the first thing that I like to do is assemble the sprockets and the motor hub and axle hub. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take two screws that look like these and use them to assemble the sprocket and hub. So first let's do the motor hub. So what you're going to do is you're going to attach the motor hub with this thing that sticks out into the sprocket. Put 2 screws adjacent from each other like this, and tighten. And you can use a screwdriver if you want. So once you finish that, you can move on to the axle hub. And for the axle hub, you're going to do the exact same thing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to assemble the channel and the motor hub. So what we're going to do is we are going to take these 2 screws and then tie them and attach them from this to that. Like that, and then attach a nut at the very bottom and tighten it if needed. And do the same, but with the other side, except what you're going to do before that is attach the motor inside and then do it. There. So then take a nut and put it in. And tighten it. So then once you fully tighten that, what you want to do is take an axle, stick it into one of the holes with the bronze bushing. But be careful which hole you choose, because the hole that you choose can really affect the chain that you'll need. And then take one of your axle collars and put it in. And one of the things that I noticed with the axles is that one side is flat. So what you want to do is you want to take the screw on the axle collar and place it on top of the flat side, and then tighten it like this. And then you're going to do the same with the other side, except attach a bronze bushing first. Then do it. There. So now we are going to attach the sprockets to the axle and the motor axle. So first, I'm going to take the motor hub, and like with the axle, there's also a flat side. So then place the screw on that flat side, and then tighten it. And then do the same with the axle hub. And then once you have done that, you fully assembled both sprockets and the axle. So now, once you've finished that, you're going to take your chain and slip it onto both of the sprockets. But as you can see over here, I have a little drop in the chain. So since I have that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen one of the screws really quickly, and then turn the motor so that it's straight, and then tighten it again. So that way it stays like this. So once you finish that, you have fully assembled your chain and sprockets. Okay, everyone. Now I'm going to talk about how to assemble a chain if it's too long or too short. So the first thing you need to tell is in order to attach a chain, the chain end, they both have to look like this and not like this. So they basically have to have their inner piece and not their outer. Like this piece, for example, they both have the inner pieces. And let's say, for example, I want to shorten this. What I do is I use something called a chain breaker. And a chain breaker, breaks the chain. Except it doesn't actually break the chain. If you look closely, there's these little silver things, and it takes those out, which force the chain to break. So in order to do that, you place the chain and then whatever part you want to break, you place that right in the middle. So then when you tighten it, it might take some time to tighten because these things are long. So then once you've officially broken it, so when you finish breaking it, a piece like this should come out, and it's very small, so it's very easy to lose, so make sure that you keep it safe. And then in order to take out your chain, you just unwind it, and then there. And then once I take it out, as you can see, the chain is broken. So now if you want to attach a chain together, what the pieces you're going to need is a chain, these little like channel things that you can get at the FTC, somewhere at FTC or at your hardware store, and a hook, like something that looks like this. I don't know the exact name for it, so it's something that looks like that. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take your two ends, and remember the ends have to be the inner pieces, not the outer. So then you're going to stick this in, like that. And then once you have done that, make sure that this is at the edge and nothing is like right next to it, like this. And then you're going to take your hook looking thing and then place one of the ends inside it. But if you don't want to do that, you can easily just shove it in. So then once you finish that, you want it to like hook on. So then what you are going to do is you're going to take any like solid thing and then sort of like done. It's not gonna look like it's done, but it's done. So then once you finish that, you have officially done your chain.